The 50 to 30-20 rule for managing your money. This year, are you ready to see your money grow? If I told you there was a way to make your money grow by a huge percentage this year, would you be interested? Well, if you are, make sure you watch the whole video because we will talk about an amazing rule that will help you reach your financial goals this year. The 50 to 30-20 budget rule is what we're going to talk about today. I'm sure you've heard of this rule or maybe even seen it before, and you might even know a thing or two about it. But in today's video, we'll explain exactly what this budget rule means, how to use it, and what not to do so that you can reach your financial goals. The 50 to 30-20 rule is one of the best and most popular tools for people who don't have time to keep track of all their spending, but want an easy way to manage their spending, save money, and keep their money under control. The way the rule works is that you have to divide your spending into 3 groups: your needs, your wants, and whether you have savings or debt. But before we go on with the video, we want to know if you are a subscriber. If not, click the subscribe button and the bell icon to know when we post something new. Let's watch the video now. I'd like you to say hello to John to show how this rule works. John is a normal guy who, after taxes, makes $4,500 a month. Using the 50 to 30-20 rule, this is how John should split his money. Half of his money, or $2,250, will go toward his needs, 30% or $1,350 will go toward his wants, and 20% or $900 will go toward savings or paying off debt. Just like John, you will need to divide your income into these groups. Easy, right? But let's take a closer look at it. Step 1. Cut down on what you need. Needs are things you have to stay alive. These include things like housing, healthcare, transportation, utilities, food, paying off debt, and the bare minimum for clothes, shoes, and other things you need to live. Only put things in this category that you can't live without. If you don't already have a budget, now is the perfect time to make one. Carefully look at how you spend each month's salary in this category. Moran and Taiji, who are both financial experts, say that this category shouldn't take up more than 50% of your monthly income. If it does, something is wrong. But don't worry if you spend more than half of your pay on your needs. All you have to do is look closely at how you spend your money every month. One good rule of thumb is to keep track of what you spend so you can see where your money goes. Once you know where your money is going, you can change your needs by cutting spending on things you don't need or by finding cheaper alternatives. You can move on to the next step once your budget matches the 50% limit. Step 2. Define wants now. 30% of your paycheck might sound like a lot of money to spend on your wants, right? You might be thinking about a nice pair of shoes or the new iPhone that came out recently. We're not talking about buying your deepest desires, no matter how nice all of those things are. By wants, we mean costs that you don't have to pay for, but would make your life harder if you didn't. I'm not sure if your life will be harder without that new phone, but without a mobile data plan, it might be hard to talk to people. In this category, you should put things like your internet plan, data plans, home cable bills, car repairs that aren't just cosmetic, and so on. I bet you now get it. It can be hard to tell the difference between what you need and what you want. But a good way to figure out if something is a want or not is to ask yourself if you can live without it. If you can, it's probably a want. The last step is Step 3. Save up. The last 20% of your paycheck should go to savings, and if you have any debt, to paying it off. This money can be put in a savings account for emergencies, used as a down payment on a house, invested, or saved for retirement. If you don't think 20% is enough, you can move more money from your list of wants into this account. Now let's talk about the kinds of debt that should be in the 20% category. Only debts that cost more than the minimum payment should go into this category. For example, if you want to pay off your debts faster, you can make extra payments on your mortgage or credit cards. The minimum payments on debt should definitely go into the needs category. The reason for this is that the minimum payments are required, and if you don't pay them, it will hurt your credit score, which is something you can't live with. The 50 to 30-20 rule is great because it makes it easy to keep track of your spending. With just 3 categories, it gives you a structure that is easy to follow and helps you focus on money management. It doesn't go into as much detail, which makes it great for people who are busy and don't have much time each day. The rule works very well for people whose income is between $100 and $6,000. It's not good for people with a lot of money, though, because they'd have to spend money on things they don't need. Many people have used the 50 to 30-20 rule to get their money in order. So many people who know about money swear by this rule. By following this guide, many people who were in terrible financial ruts were able to get out of them. If you use it today, you can be one of them, too. Well, folks, that's all for today. We hope the video was fun for you. If you're still here, you probably liked it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and save it to a playlist so you can always go back and listen to it. Thanks for coming to watch, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.